Hey there, folks. Welcome to Brooklyn, Michigan, home turf of Michigan International Speedway for the iRacing ARCA Menards Series. Can you believe they completely revamped this place back in 2018? New track surface and all. It's like a brand new pair of sneakers just waiting to hit the ground running. Let's see who takes the win today.
Listen up! Michigan International Speedway, designed by the one and only Charles Moneypenny, is a gem nestled in the lovely vacation area of Irish Hills, right in the heart of Michigan. This place is all about speed and thrilling competition. With its wide racing surface and those massive 73-foot wide, 18-degree bank turns, you can bet there's always action and more than one groove to race on. No restrictor plates here, folks. Drivers can truly unleash their power and tackle those turns like pros. Now that's what I call racing. Buckle up. Oh, let me tell you a tale about the good old days when Indy cars zipped around those high banks like they were starring in an action movie. Paul Tracy set the bar with a dizzying record lap of 234.949 miles per hour. Zoom! Nowadays, Michigan International Speedway is right up there with the likes of Daytona and Talladega in the NASCAR speed race, thanks to Ryan Newman and his impressive track record of 194.232 miles per hour. Sure, we miss the glory of the Sterling Moss Design 3. 1 mile road course and those epic Can-Am and Trans Am races. Pure nostalgia, right? But hey, don't forget the 1.9 mile interior road course. It's been a battleground for IMSA and weekend warriors alike over the years. Give it a spin and who knows, you might just find your own racing legend.
Well, folks, it's no shocker that Michigan International Speedway has been the playground for legendary drivers since Cale Yarborough took down Leroy Yarborough in that first big NASCAR race back in 1969. The King, Richard Petty, and adoring rivals like David Pearson, Bobby and Davey Allison, and of course Dale Earnhardt, Sr. and Jr. have all put their stamp on this legendary track. Don't forget Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson either. Those names belong up there with the best. And let's go back in time. Mario Andretti, AJ Foyt, Al Unser, Rick Mears, and Alex Zanardi all raced in the Irish Hills way before the rest of us knew what fast meant. You had Trans Am stars like Parnelli Jones and Mark Donohue tearing up the road course, winding through that countryside behind the back stretch. Talk about a history book packed full of speed and excitement. For more than 40 years, the best of the best have been heading to SES to pit their skills against each other, and let me tell you, the fans, they've shown up in droves, absolutely unreal. Hold on tight, folks. We're rolling with your Monster Energy pole sitter, Aaron Birch, who absolutely crushed it with a blazing lap of 187.97, 4 miles per hour. That's right, folks, faster than Daytona and Talladega. Why, you ask? Well, Michigan International Speedway doesn't need a restrictor plate, and that means all gas, no brakes. Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
Well, folks, it's a nice and comfy 66 degrees overcast here in Brooklyn, Michigan. Perfect for a little race action. The track's heating up at 78 degrees.
Aaron Birch is revving the engine, and we've got the green flag waving. Here we go. Andy McConnell's off to a rocket start, zooming ahead on the outside as they dive into turn one. Get ready for some high-speed drama.
Whoa there! It looks like the number 11 of Trevor Wester just made some serious contact with the back of the number 14 of Kyle Nichol.
Here comes Aaron Birch, leading the pack down the back straightaway, leaving Andy McConnell eating his dust. And would you look at that? Rian Van Buren and Andrew Wood are going toe-to-toe, side-by-side, heading into turn 3. This is racing at its finest, folks.
Trevor Wester is taking the high line in the draft, and Graham Beck, crafty as ever, tucks in right behind him on the inside. Into turn 1 they go. It's like a game of chess at 200 miles an hour. Let's see if Graham can get that inside line to work for him. That's racing, folks! Eat
Trevor's down by the apron, ready to square off against Graham Beck. And look at that, he holds him off this time, folks. Meanwhile, Kyle Nichol zips past Beck, and oh boy, here comes Barry Sullivan too. Slide on, gentlemen.
Well, folks, we're kicking off this race with Andy McConnell zooming ahead. He's on top, leaving Aaron Birch and his Monster Energy Chevrolet trailing behind. Rian Van Buren is holding down third, while Andrew Wood is not far behind in fourth, and Trevor Westor rounds it out in fifth. What a start. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.
Here we go, folks. Side by side down the back straightaway. It's Tyler Miller and Doug Geiler squaring off. And look out, here comes Graham Beck and Timur Basharov into turn 3. Basharov's got the line and a whole lot of speed. He makes the pass and clears Graham Beck. What a move.
Here we go. Andrew Wood and Rian Van Buren are head-to-head down the front stretch into turn 1. Rian's making a bold move, diving in ahead of Aaron Birch. Hold on! Birch has that outside line, and he's got the momentum, folks. Looks like he's keeping that second position for now. Oh.
Whoa, Thurlow just gave Nichol a solid nudge into turn 3. What a move. Andy McConnell still got the lead, folks. Rian Van Buren is right on his tail in second place, while Aaron Birch is holding down third. Coming in strong at fourth is Trevor Wester, followed by Kyle Nichol in fifth, and Barry Sullivan snagging sixth. Andrew Woods in seventh, with Jaden Thurlow pulling up in eighth place.
Oh, here they go.
You call no driving idiots.
Oh, no round goes Tyler James Calacoa. He makes contact with Mike Johnson.
Oh, 13, did you just, like, not give up?
Timur Basharov is involved. Randy Hamilton and Gary Boss.
Like, you watched everybody wreck in front of you and you just said, oh, throttle up?
That just let out half the law, dude.
Also make contact. Multiple drivers out of this 25-lap sprint race.
Rian Van Buren and Andy McConnell are duking it out for the top spot down the backstretch. Trevor Wester is hot on their heels in third. And wait, hold on to your seats. Andy's making a bold move, sliding around the outside to grab the lead. Now that's some racing.
Well, folks, Rian Van Buren is your leading ace. Andy McConnell is nipping at his heels in second, and Trevor Wester's got third spot locked down. Aaron Birch is holding fourth, while Kyle Nichol is right there in fifth. Jaden Thurlow is hanging in sixth, and Tyler Miller is strutting his stuff in seventh. Barry Sullivan's cruising in eighth. Graham Beck is ninth, and rounding out that top 10, it's Alexander Stoker. Now swinging down the order, we got Stephen Gravely in 11th, TJ Skinner in 12th, and John Wiley taking 13th. Yuri Nomakonov is in 14th, and Randy Hamilton claims 15th. Devin Lumser is stuck in 16th, while Doug Geiler is cruising in 17th. In 18th, it's Andrew Wood, and watch out for the damaged Timur Basharov in 19th. Mike Johnson is in 20th, just behind Tyler James Calacoa, who's 21st after that wild first wreck. Gary Bost is hanging on in 22nd, and already packed up and heading home in 23rd is Corn McCraney. What a race. Oh,
Here comes Rian Van Buren in third, working that inside line like a pro.
no
contact.
Tyler Miller turned into the outside wall. Aaron Birch collected.
16, you're an idiot.
Aaron Birch voicing his displeasure with Tyler Miller. Here comes Trevor Wester, strutting into turn 1 on lap 9 of 25. That's right, folks. We've got 17 laps to go. Buckle up, because this is where the real race begins.
Well, folks, Rian Van Buren is pulling a classic move here, blocking Jaden Thurlow down the front stretch. Talk about a game of chess at high speed.
Kyle Nichol looks high. Kyle Nichol looks low on Jaden Thurlow. Thurlow blocks at the start-finish line.
Stephen Gravel passes, Stoker on the inside then. Stoker comes back around the outside to hold the position.
And there you have it, folks. Trevor Wester is blazing ahead in the lead, followed closely by Andy McConnell in second place. Rian Van Buren is holding strong in third, while Jaden Thurlow is in fourth. And let's not forget about Kyle Nicol rounding out the top five. What a race we're witnessing.
Oh no, Graham back in the wall. He hold on to it, and Kyle Nicol will hold on to the sixth place ahead of him.
Thurlow pushing Van Rian. McConnell looks to the inside of Wester down into turn three.
3 wide, baby. Trevor Wexter's going to ride that wave of momentum right out of turn 4 and hold the lead. Can you feel the excitement? Buckle up.
This is the point of the race where their tires should begin to feel a little wear and a little heat.
You hit the nail on the head, Mike. The right front or right rear tire should definitely be feeling the heat by now. In an ideal setup, you'd want a perfect balance, but you know how it goes. Some drivers want that car to turn like a dream with the front end sharp as a tack, while others prefer it solid in the back, driving it like it owes them money. It's a fine line we walk.
Thurlow up into P3 from a starting position of 13. He has cut through the field quite well and is holding off the hard-charging Van Rian.
Oh no, Rian Van Buren gets turned into the wall by Barry Sullivan. Kyle Nicol and Beck Graham barely scrapped by unscathed.
Good movement, 14. We almost wrecked.
Yeah, I got kind of sticky there.
Yeah, I hope I wasn't about to get hooked trying to dodge them, so thank you.
Yeah, I tried to shoot as low as possible so he had a shot.
Trevor Wester leads .1 over Andy McConnell, Jaden Thurlow in third, Kyle Nicol in fourth, and Graham Beck rounds out your top five.
Side by side to the line through goes Thurlow. Those two side drafting gave Thurlow the momentum.
Jaden Thurlow leads Trevor. Wester has the draft and sends it into turn 3 down the inside.
Trevor Wester serpentines down the front straight, trying to break the draft from the cars behind.
Stephen Gravely pushing Alexander Stoker into turn 1 with 10 laps to go.
Jaden Thurlow on the inside of Trevor Wester into turn 3. Thurlow to the lead. Wester comes back at him.
Three wide for second place into turn 1. Andy McConnell's got that lead, but oh boy, it's tighter than a drum. Almost contact, folks. They're side drafting out of the corner and down the back straight away. Andy McConnell holding strong in front with Trevor Wester chasing hard in second. Kyle Nicol's clinging to third like it's a lifeline, while Jaden Thurlow's not far behind in fourth, and we've got Graham Beck rounding it out in fifth. What a showdown.
These top fights are holding it out under a blanket. Some incidents have held the rest of the field behind, but this is an absolute dog fight for the win.
Wester on the inside of McCannell for the lead, and he gets it with the slide job.
Got it for it. Sorry. Wasn't expecting you to hit the wall like that. Heck yeah, that was awesome.
Thurlow holds it around the outside.
How did you die? Мне хватает на wall, not you.
With 7 to go, we have Jaden Thurlow in the lead, Andy McConnell second,
Вокруг my tires, starting to do.
Trevor Wester in third, Kyle Nicol in fourth, Graham Beck rounding out the top 5, Aaron Birch P6, Stephen Gravely P7, Alexander Stoker P8, John Wiley P9, and Yuri Nomakhanov rounds out your top 10.
Doesn't want to quit when he's multiple laps down, but once he gets wrecked the second time, then he's going to quit.
Side by side for the lead, and Jaden slides into the draft of Andy McCannell. He should ride behind and not fight until the last lap to bleed a lead, but let's see if that happens.
Kyle Nicol to the inside, fighting the leaders. He doesn't have the momentum off of the corner thought. If he wants to get this lead, he is going to have to lay back and try to get a big run off Fluke corner.
Side by side through turn 1, Trevor and Graham, and Trevor has the momentum off of turn 2 to take the 4th position.
We've got just 14 cars on the lead lap, folks, and the top 5, you could throw a blanket over them. It's a tight race. Don't blink, or you might miss something big.
3 wide off turn 4 for second place. Not 5 more laps to go.
Nicol and Thurlow side by side into turn 1. Who's got the advantage? Thurlow has the momentum off the corner and will push Andy McConnell down the back straightaway to stretch their lead over 5 car lengths.
I ain't reason why you're right on my ass.
Devin Lumser, running in the 12th place, is very upset about being bumped down the back straight away. Now we ride on board with Kyle Nicol chasing down now, going to the inside of Graham Beck.
Jaden Thurlow pushing Andy McConnell down the front stretch with 3 laps to go.
I think Jaden's just going to ride here and pick the right moment to pass Andy.
Alexander Stoker on the inside of Aaron Birch into turn 1. Stoker holds in the middle and defends. Oh, the 9 car in the wall. Stephen Gravely in the wall off of turn 2 and down to the apron of the track. He holds on to it, and we turn our focus back to the front of the pack.
I'll lift in the corner.
2 laps to go. Andy McConnell leads, Jaden Thurlow in second, Trevor Wester in third, Graham Beck in fourth, and Kyle Nicol rounds out the top 5.
Wester is trying to size up a run, but Thurlow is trying to lay back to create a run for the lead himself.
Down the back straightaway, Thurlow shoves McConnell into turn 3.
Wester looks to the inside. Thurlow and Wester side by side off of turn 4-1, lap to go.
The top 5 are under a blanket as we go into turn 1. Who's going to win it? Andy McConnell leads, Jaden Thurlow in second. Side by side for third is Trevor Wester and Graham Beck. And don't count out Kyle Nicol in 5th place.
Jaden Thurlow takes the lead off of turn 2 down the back. but Andy McConnell looks down the inside into turn 3.
Side by side through turn 3. Andy McConnell's got the speed into the corner, but look at Jaden Thurlow checking up and crossing over to the bottom. Whoa, almost a bump there. Thurlow dives to the apron, catching that sweet momentum. And would you look at that?
A
The
race
finish. The hometown hero,
300th of a
Jaden Thurlow,
second.
takes the checkered flag
That was a good battle. Good racing with you, Andy.
right here at Michigan International Speedway. What a finish.
Hey, good win. That was fun.
After 25 laps, 50 miles here at Michigan International Speedway, here is your unofficial results. Jaden Thurlow is your winner, 300ths ahead of Andy McConnell. Third place we have Graham Beck, fourth Trevor Wester. Rounding out the top 5 is Kyle Nickel. Sixth place is pole sitter Aaron Birch. Seventh, Alexander Stoker. Eighth, Stephen Gravely. Ninth, with the fastest lap, John Wiley. Rounding out the top 10, Yuri Nomokanov.
In 11th place, we have Devin Lumser. 12th place, TJ Skinner. Andrew Wood in 13th. 14th, Doug Geiler. 15th, Rian Van Buren. 16th, Mike Johnson, involved in that first wreck. In 17th, Tyler James Kalakoa. 18th, Barry Sullivan. 19th, Gary Bost. And rounding out the top 20, Timur Basharov.
In 21st, we have Randy Hamilton. 22nd, Tyler Miller. And last but not least, in 23rd place, Corin McCraney.